How are y'all? Just felt like going live. Gonna mess around in the gym, let y'all know what's going on. Yeah. So, tomorrow I have a potential photo shoot coming up. That'll be fun. What's up? Thanks for joining. It might be a duo with the same woman from last time, but if she's not available, it'll just be a solo photo shoot. So I got the garage straightened up regardless as to what happens because what it's going to be about will be actually workout related. So that'll be fun. And it's going to take place here. So you can't beat that. I don't know exactly what exercises we'll do. That's why I'm debating on what I should train today. Hey, what up? Op Akshat. I hope I'm saying your name right. So I'm debating on what I'm gonna train today because the photo shoot's tomorrow, but it's not just a photo shoot. It's supposed to be legit looking. It's supposed to be genuine, meaning she and I, our training is supposed to look like we're really workout partners, which is right up my alley because I used to train people all the time, right? And I used to have training partners, old coworkers, different friends over the years. So if we shoot it tomorrow, you're not going to see it till probably in a month. But that's okay because patience is a virtue. That's so cliche. I hate seeing cliche stuff like that. Patience is a virtue, but you know what I mean. But what I will do, I'm going to stretch and I'm going to do some core. Because I'm still recovering from 12 days of work. Yesterday was my first day off after 12 days. Oh, it's Cecil. Why, hello. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show some. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you gotta show them. Cecil, sometimes you gotta tell them people the truth. Not the truth, the truth. Thanks for being here, my lady. Good to see you. I was just telling everybody earlier, I got a photo shoot coming up tomorrow. So as you can see, the garage is looking quite well. Got my grass cut, took my blower, blew everything out. Because believe it or not, it gets dusty in here. It gets dusty like a mug. Best regrets from my side. Always. Yes. Thank you. Op Akshat. So where does that name come from? Op Akshat. How did you come up with that? Because it's hard for my tiny Negro brain to pronounce. Is that like from a different language or is it like a nickname or what? Because it sounds kind of fascinating. Will you still talk to us peasants when you're famous? Of course. You guys, I will forever talk to. You don't have to worry about that. I kind of always wanted to meet Larry Wheels and who's the guy who plays on Creed? Not Michael B. Jordan. He's good too, but the villain in Creed 3. Jonathan Majors. I want to meet him too someday. That'd be cool. And I always wanted to meet Ronnie Coleman. There's certain figures out there like Arnold who, regardless of their personal life or their politics or whatever, You just want to shake that person's hand based off of the accomplishments and the inspirations they have done over the years. Let me grab me a 5 pound. Okay. He says, well, sir, Akshat is my name, and I am. Oh, you're from India. Oh, well, that explains it. So it's an Indian name, and Op and you can pronounce it specifically. So Op is your first name. Is that what you're saying? And Akshat is your last name? Or is it all one name? Because sometimes Americans, especially the ladies, they'll have two first names, like Mary Kate or Mary Ann or Mary Beth, but there's a dash in between. Yeah, Arnold is the OG. Oh, okay. So Akshat is your first name. Okay. Well, don't say your last name. Don't dox yourself. Because your display name, it has two different names, so I'm thinking it's two different words. I'm thinking there's a meaning, kind of like how Tupac, his actual name was Tupac, Tupac, but his rap name was the number two, Tupac. So there was confusion there. And I remember when I was in school, we were talking about rappers, and somebody had talked about Tupac, and I was like, Tupac is not his real name. Because I thought Tupac was his rap name, you know, the number two. Well, then I realized, oh no, it really is Tupac. Tupac. Yeah, man, there's so many names like Lisa Marie, Lisa Ann, but most of it's Mary. I went to a Catholic funeral 5, 6 months ago, and it was my buddy's dad who had passed away, and their whole family is Catholics. So all the women in their family, maybe not all, but most of the women, their names all started with Mary something. So my buddy, he's introducing me to all these family members who I had never met. I met some of them from school and whatnot, but these were all family members from out of town. So my buddy's like, okay, Greg, this is Mary Ann, and this is Mary Lynn, and this is Mary Beth, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Because the sister, her name is Mary Kate. I knew her from school. Well, now we got Mary Lynn, Mary Ann, Mary this, Mary that. I'm looking around like, are all y'all's names Mary? And then they're like, yeah, for the most part. And all the men in the family, all their names was John. John this, John that, John Doe, John Bruce, John whatever. I'm like, wow. So it's a family of Marys and Johns. The Catholics are interesting. But don't get me started on Catholic funerals, because that's a, man. Don't even get me started. Okay, what are y'all saying in the chat? What, I didn't know that. Yeah, his real name was Tupac. Tupac. Right. Yep. Sure was. Well, sir, I use op as a way of coolness. Okay. Well, that's because you're cool. That explains it. See, now we're on the same page. If you know what it... Yeah, I know what you mean. Not combined. Yeah, man. The last time I trained, it was back. And that was over 2 weeks ago. But still, I feel like training back anyway. Because I've been inspired lately by, what's that guy on YouTube? The janitor looking guy who goes around fooling people into thinking he's weak, but really he's strong as heck. What is his name? Yeah, I would like to practice my deadlifting. Why I'm stretching shoulders, you ask? Because there's nothing wrong with stretching, period. Okay, what are y'all saying? It's been a while since I last worked out. How long has it been as far as properly working out? Okay, let me make my way back. Okay, 15 days. That's not too bad. As long as you know you got to get back at some point. And what I do when it comes to taking breaks like that, let's just say it's been 15 days. I don't mentally say to myself, oh, it's been 15 days, therefore I need to train. I might wait till 16, 17, 18 days, but I let my body tell me when it's ready to work out. Now, they always say mind over matter, right? Well, your mind tells your body what to do. Your mind controls your body. Yeah, that's true. But sometimes my body doesn't want to train until it's ready. I swear your body really is a different entity from your mind. Because your mind is inside your body, it controls it. But there's times where your body is not ready to do certain things. And you got to listen to that. For example, last night I was watching a movie. And probably 20 minutes in, I was tired. So I don't fight my body when I'm tired. Motorcycles are out today. I didn't want to force my body. Excuse me. I didn't want to force my body yesterday to stay awake for this movie. For one, I knew I had like an hour and some change left. So there's no way I was going to stay awake. But two, when you fight with your body in that way, you're doing your body a disservice. Because your body's telling you it needs to rest. It's time to shut down. But when you go against that, it's like you're going against the natural order. Like if God wanted your body to be up and doing stuff, He would make it for that to happen. So you don't need to force yourself to do physical things. And that's the same thing for in the gym. If you know your body is telling you, okay, there's no way we can lift this today, don't force it. Your body's just telling you, we'll do it next time. If you don't do it next time, you'll do it the next time. And if you don't do it that time, you'll do it a different time. You can achieve it. There's a difference between not listening to your body and going through a breakthrough to where you do make, I guess you could call it a personal best, personal record. Let's say you're doing a lift that you've never done before, but you know you're qualified to do it, and you raise that 2.5 pound increment on each side. You can push yourself in that way because you know you're already qualified to do it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about new PRs. What's up, Chatard? I'm talking about when your body is physically telling you we need to stop. This is a no-no. That's what I'm talking about. Because then when you continue doing it when the body says no, well, now you're just destroying yourself. That's not the same thing as training to failure. That's training stupidly. And I learned all this on my own. Yes. When you understand the difference between the two things, the separation between the mind and the body, and I'm still learning this stuff, don't get me wrong, but when you get a grasp of that, you'll be blown away. Yeah. And your life will work smoother because you'll know your boundaries better. You don't have to fight with it. It's like when you're at work and you know you need to take a break. Take your break. Just make sure you get all your work done later. Like, I'm a supervisor at my job, or I'll have a new person who I'm training. That person will say, well, when do we take our breaks? Take your break whenever you're ready to take your... You can take your break now if you want. I don't care. As long as you get all your work done, that's all that matters. Same thing goes with the gym. As long as you get your gains in, that's all that matters. That's it. I saw your strong arm emoji. Yeah, like I haven't trained in over 2 weeks now. So, well, no, about 2 weeks exactly. So I knew not to train during that time because I was working 12 days straight. So why would I then destroy my body when I'm already behind on sleep? You feel me? You gotta be smart, man, because you gotta think too. We might live to be old. Like, we might live for a long time. You never know. You might die at 60, 70, 80, 90, or higher than that. So you don't want to be a 90-year-old man or woman and you got all these physical ailments, all because you were an idiot in the gym in your 20s and 30s. That doesn't make sense. It's one thing if you hurt yourself, you get into a car crash, there's something that happened out of your control. But don't destroy your body in the wrong way in the gym. Because what's going to happen is when you get older, when you're to the point where you don't lift weights like that anymore, all that pain from back then is going to come back and creep up on you. Well, now you're going to be an old timer. Well, then you're just screwed. But if you're safe in the gym, if you're healthy in the gym, when you do get old, all you're doing is maintaining what you already built, those gains. And the gains will slow down the older you get, but you're just maintenance at that point. You're maintaining the good gains you made when you were young. And I talk to old people at the YMCA about this. The YMCA. Old, especially the men, old men at the YMCA are some of the wisest people I've ever met in my whole life. And they are not shy. They'll come up and talk to you, and they'll say to you the exact same thing I'm telling you guys right now. So whenever you go to the gym, if you do talk to anybody, talk to the old people. The old people who look good. Because I just noticed this. Whenever I go to the gym, when there's old people at the gym, they're never fat. They're never obese. They're never all out of control looking. No, the old people, for the most part, they all look good. But it's the people my age in the gym, they're the ones who are all looking like slouches. Slobs. Yeah, it's best to have all old friends over 70. Yeah, well, you're right about that, because a lot of my friends are old coworkers from old jobs. And this is back when I was working in my early 20s. Back then they were in their 50s. In some cases now I'm in my 30s and they're in their 60s. Or they might be in their 50s now or 40s now, and I'm still in my 30s. But they were always older than me. For the most part, I was usually the youngest on the crew. But they always had wisdom. That's a fact. You can't be my buddy if you're not at least 70. See, Chat Tart, he's just being funny, guys. He's just being silly. Now, if you guys don't know who Chat Tart is, he's here strictly for the chat. Alright, and he'll tell you that. He's here. He's here for the chat. So when Chat Tart says something crazy, don't let it throw you off. That's why half the time I don't even read his messages because I know something crazy. And when he does that, he throws my mind off. Because then I respond to his mess. And then I'm like, oh man, what was I talking about? Because you be throwing me off. You do it on purpose. Chat Tart is he knows exactly what he's doing. You and Tar Baby Yoda both, y'all do that. Y'all throw stuff in, not just my chat, but other chats. No, you're good. No, don't apologize. My point is, y'all will do that, and then I grab that hook. Once I grab that hook, I latch on to what y'all are saying, and then I go into a whole different tangent, right? A whole different tangent. And when that happens, I'm like, crap. What was I talking about? It's just funny. No, don't take offense to it. I'm just saying that's what happens. That's just how my mind works. Because I am fascinated with what some of y'all say, knowing half the time it's trollery. Knowing dang well. So yeah, maybe I should read just a little bit. Long time no see, Chat Tart. Yeah, the Zealous Den is here. Yes, sir. And also the katanas in the back are looking awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Op. So I just made a review 20 minutes ago. This video's been going for 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I just made a video reviewing one of them. I can show you real quick if you want. I'm going to upload the video once this is over anyway. I still got to go through and edit it. But this one right here. This is the one I reviewed. It's a practice sword. So make sure you stay tuned to that video. It's going to be a decent little video. Probably end up being 13, 14 minutes. It doesn't look like a practice sword, but it is. And I don't want to get too deep into it here because this is supposed to be a workout stream. It's a practice sword that actually has a sheath. That's pretty cool stuff. But it's lighter than a normal katana because it's not the same steel. But the length is the same. Everything is the same except for the material. So, yeah. Shout out to you for noticing that. And most of them are practice swords. Yeah, you're welcome. Samurai joint is right. Do you guys like my shirt? This stand I put up about a month ago because I had too many swords in my house. Same sword Bruce Willis had in Pulp Fiction. A little bit. I actually got the Pulp Fiction sword from that woman from the movie. It's a replica, but it's a letter opener sword. So it's more like a dagger than a traditional sword. And I'll show that off at a different point. time. What I'm gonna do here, I need to hit some core. I don't know about you guys, but I really need to hit some core. What say you? If I'm doing it, you're doing it at home. Oh. I squeeze my abs when I go up. Gotta keep it tight. But something tells me you guys enjoy the talk streams more than the workout streams. Because I noticed more people pop in when I'm just in here talking. But when I'm working out, y'all be like, we want to hear Greg talk stuff. I'm like, man, I'm not here to talk stuff. I'm here to train. I can see Chat Tart saying something like that. I'm here for the chat. I'm just here to interrupt. I ain't here to work out. I am not here to work. Oh, man. Horrible. Horrible stuff. Oh. I'll do one set in the beginning. Because if I go longer than 10 or so reps, I'll cramp up. And we can't have that. Alright. Oh. So that I'll consider a warm-up. Oh. Yet, my stomach wants to act like it wants to cramp up anyway. I can feel that coming on. Oh. Again. Listen to your body, people. Listen. What's that Kelly Clarkson song, Listen to Your Heart? Did she write that song, or is that a cover? Listen to your heart. I should make a remix. Listen to your body. I'll be right back. I cut my grass earlier. I forgot to close the fence back up. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. I gotta run in the house and do something real quick too. I'll be right back, I promise. Stay tuned. Shake hands with your neighbor. Greet each other. I'll be right back. Now that song is stuck in my head. That Kelly Clarkson. Do 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 do. You guys like karaoke? My sister loves her some karaoke. Listen to your heart. Doom, 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 doom. See, I wish I could play music in here. Dang YouTube. Always trying to copyright people. Looks like my next door neighbor's doing some weed eating. It's a good day for yard work. It's supposed to rain later, so people get their grass cut now before it gets all wet. Yeah. Oh. There we go. That's what I call unicycle abs. And I don't call it that. Someone else calls it that. I just adopted it. Raise your legs 90 degrees. Okay. Let's see here. I raise my legs up because that's just the way how I saw it being demonstrated. Oh. As soon as I got this tripod, I just couldn't stop playing with the thing. You know? Oh. You really can't see like that, can you? Thank you. These I do have to stop in between because my grip slips. The FTX, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, X as in Xavier. And the brand is Inspire because it inspires people. Inspire. All right. Room 13. Room 13. Up in here. How you doing, miss? JS. Urban Adventures. Raid. Who is JS? JS. Rockin' and rollin'. Josh from Georgia? Jacob Stanko. That must be who JS is. Oh, I see you rated the stream. Why, hello. JS Urban Adventures. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. And who could forget the body beatdown? Of course, my boy. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Jacob. What up, bro? He heard Diamond Select Toys. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on a second. Don't be saying no crazy stuff like that. Diamond Select Toys can't be going out of business. Hang on. Covering the pool up? It's supposed to rain. I thought you went, oh, for the grass. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was about to say it's supposed to rain, so you might want some fresh water. I'm thinking. I don't know. Because you said the other day it was the hose water. Yeah. Well, I just put cold. So, like, still fresh. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got mine earlier. Today, yeah. I'll weed eat some other time, but I know I can cut because it's going to rain, and you can't cut in the week. It's going to be too wet from today. Right. Yeah, I guess that's why he came. I told him because that's his baby I watched. And so I said, you will like grass all over. Oh, little baby? Yeah, that's his baby. Oh, nice. Yeah. There you go, the equivalent exchange. That's a fair exchange, I think. I'll watch the cat so I can swim. There you go. You can swim whenever you want. I don't care. Can I have your number or something? That way you know. Yeah. Let me get a pen and paper. Okay. I don't have, I have my phone. Here. That's fine. I don't just show up. Yeah. Just no like city parties. My bad. I called you 801. So. Okay, gotcha. My neighbor has a pool. She said I can swim this summer. Yes, sir. Fun. Oh, let's go this way. Let's see. chat saying? Oh, Tar Baby Yoda's here. No, not like that. She's cool, people. They're a family. Nice try, the body beat down. Oh. So, wait a minute. Okay, see you, Rome 13. Spider-Man 2, Marvel Legends. Okay. Diamond Select Toys are going out of business. Bankruptcy. I'm sad because I love their toys. And I wonder it's taking them so long to come out with stuff. Cover me. That means if that's the case, the Toys of Action Figures is going to be extinct. Yeah. By the way, I got the Marvel Spider-Man 2 Legends. What up, Tar Baby Yoda? Yes, everybody's doing fine. Body beat down. Happy Memorial Day, yes. Well, I'm not saying I'm going to believe, but that's what they said. We'll see if the rumors are true for now, but that's what they said. It might happen, but I hope it doesn't. Yeah. I've been selecting Marvel Select figures for like 6, 7, 8 years. Yeah, thanks for raiding the place. By the way, you should pick up Marvel Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Venom. Is that the one? It's like 3 pieces that come together when Venom is reaching up and Spider-Man's jumping away from him and he's got Miles in the other hand or something. I try. Yeah, Tar Baby Yoda. Yes. You guys are funny. I do not have the Riz. I'm just talking. Greggatron will put. See there, Tar Baby Yoda always has to start some stuff, man. Tar Baby Yoda. No, this is actual action figures. Marvel Legends is not a statue. Oh, okay. Gotcha. If it's Venom, even if it's Marvel Legends, I'll probably get it. I have some Venom from Marvel Legends. I don't collect Legends just to collect Legends, but if it's Venom related, I'll definitely cop it if I see it. Greggatron, go check out JS Urban New Studio. Okay. You guys are... So Jacob... Hold on. Moderator. Of course I watch anime. So Jacob and Op, you guys are going to be moderators. So if you want to post the information, Jacob, down below, whether it be in the chat or the comment section when this is over, let me know. Because I'm definitely curious about the Marvel Select thing. And I'm curious as to see this 10-inch Venom figure. Yeah, even if it's from Legends. Because don't get it twisted, I mess with Legends to some degree. Yeah, I mess with Legends. Oh. I'm trying to keep up with what you guys are saying. My favorite anime. My favorite anime is Rurouni Kenshin. My second favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And my third is Dragon Ball Z. Fourth, probably Yu Yu Hakusho. Fifth, G Gundam maybe. Or Blood Plus. Yeah. Seventh. There's so many good ones, man. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Outlaw Star, Trigun's pretty good, Wolf's Rain, Claymore. There's a lot of good ones out there. Bleach, Naruto. There's so much anime, man. I made a list years ago of my top. I might have to revamp it. Basilisk is pretty good. Berserk is good. Slayers. What else? Baki the Grappler. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Yeah, their leg raises, but it's for your core. Thanos IG. There's actually a YouTuber who calls himself the Korean Thanos. He's from the show The Physical 100, but he has his own YouTube channel. Yeah, he's good. Who would win between Apocalypse versus Thanos? It depends on the Thanos, and it depends on the Apocalypse. Because there's different versions of Apocalypse. Like the one from the cartoon, he's like all powerful, it seems. But the one in the movie, he sucked, in my opinion. Whereas Thanos, he's extremely powerful in the Infinity Gauntlet book. With or without the stones. Because there was a scene, see, you got me going now, Tar Baby Yoda. There's a scene in the Infinity Gauntlet where Thanos is just bragging about how strong he is, so he takes the gauntlet off, and he just bodies Hulk and Drax at the same time, like B slaps him, like bow, and they're both like. But yeah, he whooped on them without the gauntlet in the Infinity Gauntlet book. So when he has the gauntlet, he's pretty much all powerful. He can't be beat. In the Infinity Gauntlet book, Adam Warlock and others, they actually had to call upon the Eternals just to stop this man. And I don't even think they succeeded. It was the Eternals and others. The Silver Surfer was in there somewhere. Adam Warlock, Doctor Doom, Cyclops, a bunch of people. It took a lot of them to defeat that dude. But yeah, when he has the gauntlet, there's just no beating him. You have to actually take the gauntlet off. So probably Thanos. Now, Apocalypse can mess around and time travel because he has Cable's device, which that would be interesting in itself if they're both able to time travel because Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet, the Time Gem, or the Time Stone, whereas Apocalypse has his own time travel device too. So depending on who's writing the book, it could go either way, but I would say it depends on who has what stone. Now, if Apocalypse ended up getting one of the stones or more, it would be way different. Because now it's like they're fighting on equal footing. But I liked Apocalypse because he was able to shapeshift his body parts into different things like cannons and drills and claws and all kind of stuff. That's a tough one. I'm putting my money on Thanos just because of the gems. But yeah, Thanos was a bigger threat because the whole reality was at risk. Whereas Apocalypse was a threat to Earth. Thanos was like a galactic threat because he deleted half the universe. Indeed, it's hard to choose favorites when there are so much. Yeah. Afro Samurai. I mean, there's just so much anime. That bike in the back. Oh, thanks. I cleaned it earlier. That's my baby. It's a 2003 Goldwing. Yeah. That's another reason why I like going live in here, because there's stuff you can look at. Like if I need to step away from the camera, like earlier you were like, hey, nice katanas up there, buddy. There's actually some stuff going on in here. Yeah, it's an '03 Goldwing. I got it almost 2 years ago. I'm trying to keep up on it, trying to take care of it. Because the past owner, he was almost 80. I think he was in his 70s, I think. Yeah. And he kept really good care of it. So I'm just trying to keep up on it in the same way he did. You got to respect your stuff. I like muscle bikes as well. BMW. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. This thing here is a cruiser. It's for relaxation and chilling. The only thing is, it's a cruiser, so you're supposed to take it on the highway or the back roads. Whenever I do that, when I come home, there's bugs splattered all over it. So I just cleaned it up earlier because I might have a photo shoot tomorrow. So beware of all them bugs splattering, man. There ain't nothing you can do about them bugs. Nothing. Oh no, you're good. On the camera, it looks kind of almost like a pinkish, but it's candy apple red. I'm gonna do another set of these, as you would call them, leg raises. think the camera was on the bench that time. Thanks. Here we spell color C-O-L-O-R. We don't have that extra U in there. The English language is so weird. Color. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. If you don't mind. Don't mind if I do. Drink me some good, healthy, refreshing H2O. Yeah. I'm about to go on my bicycle later. Water is important. I've been preaching water for the last almost a decade. And I have a buddy, he got me on that water. Granted, we all drink water to some degree. But my buddy, he broke it down to me. He's like, hey, water is a cleanser, man. It's a cleanser. It flushes all the toxins out of your body. That's why water is so important. That and your body is already made of 70% water. And I also learned your body wants warm water. It wants room temperature water because your body is already quote unquote room temperature. So when you do drink cold water, which I do drink cold water, but when you drink cold water or any cold beverage, it kind of confuses your body. It throws it off. Because your body is thinking, what's all this cold stuff inside my stomach? It's not natural. Water is natural, but cold water is not natural. The body desires room temperature water. But on the flip side of that, it's like, why do people drink coffee? Coffee is hot, right? So why would you then drink a hot beverage or a hot chocolate or hot cocoa or anything like that if the body wants room temperature stuff? But then again, we put all kinds of crap in our bodies we shouldn't be eating anyway, so who am I to say? That's just what I was told. And I have a cousin, she passed away, but she was old. She said she couldn't drink cold water because it would like upset her gums or her teeth or something like that. Yeah, at her age, she said for the last 10 years or so before she died, she said she would always drink it warm. Yeah. I think cold water is a new thing. Probably ever since the refrigerator was invented. Because think about it, prior to the refrigerator, nobody was drinking cold water. Come to think of it. Yeah. Fun facts with Greggatron. You want to know another fun fact? Here's a fun fact. What up, Zealous Den? Ain't you seen... Oh, I ain't seen you comment on Den in a while. Oh yeah, I got you. I'm all over the place. The Zealous Den. Well, you should be a mod, first of all. Yeah. That we will do. Add. Standard. Yeah. Or if you have something interesting, like something specific, hit me up in my comments and say, hey, watch this. And then I'll go over there and watch it. Because for some odd reason in YouTube, in many cases, there will be good stuff out there from people who I'm subscribed to, but I don't see it till days later. Which I get it because I'm subscribed to I don't know how many people, so you're not going to see everything at once pop up. But there's times where, like, take Terry for example. I've been subscribed to her for a while, and I think I hit the bell. I'm pretty sure, but there's times where I don't even know she's live until I get home from work, and then I'm like, how did I miss this? But YouTube should know that normally I watch her live streams, therefore it should pop up. Now it will normally pop up on my notifications, like when you scroll that thing down from the top of your phone to the bottom. But even when you don't do that, your phone will sometimes still vibrate if it's someone who you watch consistently. But sometimes it won't show anything that this person was live or that this person dropped a video. Now, if people drop shorts, in many cases, I do see that in the little notification bar. But if it's just a video, and this happens with my videos, like I'll drop a video today and nobody will see it. But then, like a week later, it's got hundreds of views. But the first day of it coming out, it gets hardly any views. But that's just a weird YouTube algorithm. Because people have to see that it's there first, then they'll either watch it right away or they'll hit watch later. Or it'll pop up. Like, I'll see videos in my feed, but it came out like 10 days ago. I'm like, why is this just now being shown now? I don't get it. YouTube, I don't get it. What do you do for a living besides YouTube? I don't want to tell you what I do for a living. I don't want to put that out there. And I don't make a living on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's just for fun. I'd rather not say what kind of work I do, because I don't want to dox myself. Nah, I mean, I'm trying to give you a hint, but let's just say I work in the evenings. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so we hit core. We hit core. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you gotta be careful what you expose on your YouTube. Because, quote unquote, the more popular you get, the more haters you get. And then you get people out there who want to do you harm. So you gotta watch what you say and what you put on here. That, and if you work with people who disagree with you politically, they can take your YouTube channel and say, look, he posted this. He's talking about these people or those people or this and that. That's why I try not to curse too. Because the minute, and there have been some of my coworkers who saw my YouTube videos, one or two people was offended, but if you're offended, you shouldn't be watching anyway. My point is, some people saw my channel and they took it the wrong way. So I gotta make it like extra PG. Not that I'm like bashing people, but we work with a bunch of softies and snowflakes. They could actually use my YouTube channel against me. You feel me? So that's why I'd rather not say what I do. Yeah. Because if I do, let's just say I tell you I work for the mall. Well, then if my coworkers who work at the mall, which I don't, I'm just using that as an example, they'll say, "Oh, look, Greg's talking about us. He just said the mall coworkers." And then they'll, you know what I mean? People are nasty in that way. They'll try to make you say stuff that you didn't even say. I would give you an example, but I don't even want to bring that back up because something did happen. I made a video, let's just say about relationships. And a lady at my job was like, "Greg, that ain't right. You shouldn't be talking about us like that."
I'm like what? But throughout the whole conversation we had, she couldn't tell me that I was lying about anything. And she's like, well, we're not all like that. I said, I didn't say all. I didn't say all. But she took it in that way. But it's like, dude, if I'm a supervisor at work and y'all don't like hearing me talk about work when we're at work, why would you then turn around and watch my YouTube and listen to me online? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You don't want to hear me at the job, but you want to hear me when I'm at home. I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's the love hate relationship people got going on with me. Or they could just watch your videos to find a way to destroy you. Yeah. But I haven't had a major problem. That's one thing about blowing up on YouTube, which would be cool, but the more haters you I saw on a different channel, the more fans you have, the more views you have, the more haters you will have. What's that woman's name? I can't remember her name, but it's a couple stream. They're like super Christian-y Christian. And all they do is come on live and talk about Jesus and whatnot, which is cool. Well, every time they're live, I'll check the chat. Not every time, but whenever I'm there, I check the chat out just to, see what's going on. And there's just a ton of hatred in the chat. I'm like, what? Why are they getting all this hatred? The only thing they're doing is talking about Jesus, but their hatred level is like through the roof. And I mentioned that, and then she replied, and she's like, "Yeah, we have a lot of haters here." And I'm like, "Wow, like I understand having some haters. Everybody's gonna have a hater or two." But this live stream that I was watching that day, there was like more hatred than there was love. And they take it, they accept it. They don't block anybody or anything that I've seen. They just let the hatred flow. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So as far as being famous on YouTube, you gotta be careful what you wish for. Eminem said that. Once you become a celebrity, you can't take your kids for a walk. You can't take your kids to the mall without people running up to you. Which I'm not gonna be that famous. I'm just saying people need to be careful what they wish for. Nah, I mean, nah, saying on the strength, not on the strength, on the strength. Yeah, I'm gonna do some good mornings. If you don't know, that's for your lower back. They're like reverse crunches. I'm gonna grab the hooks for the back of this thing. These. Thanks for still being here, by the way. And I tell people all the time, I didn't think I was that entertaining, but there are people out there who they'll stick around and watch and come back later. And I'm like, I don't even know as many people. Whoever rated the stream, that was cool. Yeah, I did not expect that to happen. But YouTube got some cool people. That I will say. YouTube got some cool folk. But there's also snakes. No, let's do it this way. And I say that because earlier when I was getting my neighbor's phone number to swim, what up, Daniel? People in the chat were like, ooh, hopefully she says the number out loud. No, that's why I say, here, I'll just put it in your phone. Because I was going to say my number out loud, but I don't know how much y'all can hear out there. I ain't putting my number out there for y'all or her number. Because, like I said, there's snakes out there. So don't get it twisted. There's only one person on YouTube who I met through YouTube whose phone number I have. And I'm not even going to say who that person is. Because if I do, it'll just start stuff. Y'all don't need to know everything about me. Not every daggone thing. Get the sword to the shot. Yeah. What's good, Daniel? Christ has risen. That's right. Yeah. Op is enjoying the live stream. The Zealot's Den. What's good with you? Gonna do some good mornings. I don't know why they call them good mornings, because what if you're doing it in the evening or at nighttime or the afternoon? It's afternoon right here. So what I'm gonna do some good afternoons. Yeah. If you let the bar roll too far down your back, it's hard to stand it back up. Anatoly, that's that guy's name. He says, well, you just hold them up. I would like to meet him someday, Anatoly. Well, you just hold them up. I like when he says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your technique, no good. That's another reason why I stretch my shoulders in the beginning. Because you never know what exercise you'll be doing. And even though that's not a shoulder workout, you're still using your shoulders to hold the bar. So you can stretch every muscle group if you need to. That includes arms and legs. Let's see what you're saying in the chat. And my side delts are actually burning just from holding it in that position. That's so weird. Oh, man. And I stretched my shoulders and everything. That's the first thing I did when I went live. What's the weight of the bar? The bar is 45 pounds. How many reps needed for? It just depends on what your body can withstand. I pretty much went to failure. I'm sure I could have did some more, but I stopped counting because I was talking. Oh. I'm gonna do some rows with the dumbbells, going heavy this time, unilaterally. Uni meaning one at a time. And I can see my physique wants to make gains because it's been so long. It's like my body is excited just to be here. Excited to make gains. It's not just your mental. Because, like I said earlier, let me piggyback on that. You can tell your body all you want, it's time to go to the gym, but when the body's not ready yet, it won't respond as well. But when your body actually wants to make gains, that's when it's truly time. Because now your body and your mind is working in unison. You're both on the same page. Your body and your mind should not be forcing the other one to do anything when it comes to stuff like that. It's like riding a bicycle. The bike only is going to work when you pedal with the bike. The bike can't just pedal by itself. You and that bicycle got to be on the same page. Unless if it's an electric bike, you got the throttle and you're doing it on your own, or the bike's doing it on its own. Yeah, I stretched and everything, and I'm still stiff or sore. Okay. I said we get some gloves on, get some more water, and get ready. Because water can loosen you up too. Good water. Nothing wrong with these things. Nothing wrong. I can't remember who I heard. It might have been the Hodge twins who said this. Something about real men don't wear gloves or something. Somebody online said this years ago. Because their whole point was, back in the day when the caveman was in existence, he didn't have gloves to go hunting. But it's like, dude, certain things were invented to help people. And I use my hands enough at the job. Trust me. Okay. That's a damn good invention. Gloves for the gym? I'm gonna warm up with some, how about 15s? And that goes with training for a long period of time. You gotta protect your body, man. And I'm actually getting a burn off of these 15s. Good warm up. Great warm up. During and after a set, feel your muscles transforming while it's happening. That's dope. Because it's like your body was missing out on something important. And now it's finally getting what it desires. You know. It's like you're rewarding yourself. You're rewarding yourself. That's right, Op. You're rewarding yourself with gains. Gains, decent food, and rest. The training just stimulates the muscle, but you're not going to grow until you're resting. I was telling a young man that 2 weeks ago or so, because this kid wants to train daily. I'm like, whoa, I get it. I was a teenager too, or in my early 20s too, how old this kid was. But I told him, you do not need to train every day, buddy. It's okay. Practice getting rest. You don't want to jeopardize the potential growth you could have made. But when you're young, you really do want to train a lot, because you don't yet realize how important rest is, because young people don't rest the same as middle-aged people. When I was young, I shouldn't say this, but I'm 32 now, but when I was younger, in my early 20s, I could work 3 shifts. Even in my mid-20s, I could work 100 hours in 1 week. And it would faze me, but I couldn't do that today. If you're wondering what that song was, that's Crooked Eye, No Sleep Gang. Okay, Insomnia Gang. I would play that stuff in here, but YouTube will strike me. Alright. So, why don't we do that same exercise, but with the 60s instead of the 15s? See what happens. If I can't get it this way, I'll pull it the traditional way. Right? Yeah. Can't be everywhere at once, unfortunately. Oh. I don't know if I rode this way with 60 pounds or more. All right. "22. There's a lot I want to say about that. The reason I keep the same leg with the arm that I'm rowing is to keep extra control over me rowing it. Whereas if I use the opposite leg, there's a bunch of free room for me to just swing the thing. But if my left leg is out while I'm rowing with my left arm, I have to make sure I don't hit my left leg. So you got that extra control in there. Also, I kept the dumbbells in front of me because I didn't want the dumbbell I was rowing to collide with the other dumbbells. So I used those other dumbbells as a reference of control as to not just swing the thing. Don't swing it into the other weights and don't swing it against your legs. That's called body control. And I could feel my core was tight the entire time. Oh man. So that was 22 reps. You're welcome. That was 22 reps of 60 pounds. Oh. I think more water is needed. might do, since the spirit of unilateral dumbbells has already hit me, I might do some unilateral rear delt flies, perhaps with a 15. Thanks for hitting the like button, you guys. What's up, Limit Breaker Joseph? Limit Breaker Joseph, if you don't know, that's Oxshot. This is my homie, Limit Breaker Joseph. And both of you guys are moderators. You know why? Because y'all good people. Thanks for showing up, G. If you're just tuning in, no problem. If you're just tuning in, I hit some core and I hit some good mornings for the lower back. And I just hit some unilateral rows with 60-pound dumbbells. So that's good stuff. That is good stuff. I got a phone call earlier I couldn't pick up because this is the phone I use to record. I would use my new phone, but my new phone doesn't have data, and my Wi-Fi doesn't come all the way out to the garage. That's Wi-Fi for those who don't know. I call it Wi-Fi. So I record live on my old phone, and in my new videos, I use my new phone for. Because this phone here was running out of space. Yeah, let's do unilateral rear delt flies. That's good for you. One thing about when you make gains, Limit Breaker Joseph might agree, after you're done making gains, you kind of want to take your shirt off by default. Okay, cool. Limit Breaker Joseph has subscribed to Op. Yeah. Sweet. Limit Breaker Joseph has some good stuff too. If y'all don't know, he inspires me to do push-ups. Yes, sir. So let me crank this thing down. I don't think I'm able to see your channel from here, but when this is over, definitely hit me up in the comments, because I don't know if I'm subscribed to you or not. I'm not sure. Because there's so many people out there, man. Alright, let's do it this way. Make sure it'll end up looking like this. Yeah. This is a 15-pound dumbbell. I can feel it in my tricep. Let me turn this, because I don't think you guys are getting justice right now with that angle. Let's do it. There we go. I just dropped the thing. You know what I'm saying? My magic number is 22 reps when it comes to stuff like that. It used to be 20, but I like to do the extra 2. Appreciate it. I like to do the extra 2 reps just to know I got everything out of it. It's quiet when all the neighbors stop cutting their grass. And it didn't even rain yet. It sprinkled a little bit, but that wasn't even noticeable. Interesting. Let me see here. Forearm curls. It's like when you're revving a motorcycle. Probably should have did the 10s first. It's like you're rocking a baby to sleep. Revving that motorcycle. Revving that throttle. I might take my bicycle out. Let me check the charge real quick. I didn't know it'd be this nice outside for this long. That's outstanding. Yeah, man. Rev it up, buddy. What's your average workout time? It could be an hour, hour and a half. Normally, I'm not on for this long, but since you guys are here, it takes longer because I'm talking to you guys in the chat. But if I'm off camera, if I'm just in here by myself, it could be a good hour, hour and a half. Because sometimes when you're blasting your music too, you're in the zone and you want to like rock out and party with your own music, which that takes longer too. I mean, I'll walk around and drink water and walk back and forth, stretch in between. I try not to go longer than an hour and a half. Because a lot of times I'm not working out the whole time. I might be sitting on the couch, looking on my phone in between sets or in between workouts. I would say if you're going for more than an hour and a half, you're not being as productive as you could be. Yeah. Let me see what my battery's on this bike. That's my e-bike. Right, Yeah, I thought it would have rained by now. Oh. I just don't like to charge it when I'm inside the house because there's rumors that your bike can catch on fire and whatnot. So when I do charge it, I'd rather be out here, you know. And the thing about this bike, it'll tell you it's at 100% battery, but it's really not. Because the battery icon is still red on the charger. So it's not really at 100%, you know. Bicycling is good for active recovery. You betcha. You got it, buddy. Okay, let me turn this bike back off. You're just not tuning in, Limit Breaker Joseph. I'm supposed to have a photo shoot tomorrow. In here. Can you believe it? So I was just trying to straighten the place out earlier. And well, my photographer, what I want her to do, and I'm going to throw her these ideas when I see her. It won't just be me training, but it'll be like showing off the garage too. The swords, the weights. So Lil Ugly, I don't think she'll be there because she hasn't responded yet to my photographer. Because I don't want to say her personal business, but she might not be able to. Let's just put it that way. But if she's available, she'll be here too. Tar Baby Yoda, absolutely. But I told my photographer, I was like, if she's not available to do it, we can just do a solo shoot. And she's like, for sure. So me, I just got to do some stuff tomorrow at around noon. I got to run a couple errands. So if we do shoot, it probably won't be until closer to the evening. But yeah, that's the plan, buddy. That is the plan. Let's come back over here. The spirit of unilateral movements is powerful today. And we're already heading back. So let's continue with some unilateral lat pull downs. But yeah, Op was asking earlier what this apparatus is called. FTX. The FT1 holds more weight and it comes with more attachments, meaning it's more expensive. So this is the cheaper version, but you don't need all those extra weights. It would be nice at times, but if you really need all that extra weight, you can just slap a plate on there on the side of it and just put a pin in there. But the FT1 was probably more ideal. Just a warm up. Number 6, that's 60 pounds. number 6. Let's double that to number 12. There we go. Two more. 22, buddy. Yeah. There it is. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna get on my bicycle. I just thought it was gonna rain and it didn't rain, so now I wanna ride my bike. Cause it's my day off, and I'm off tomorrow, and I haven't been on the bike in over a week. So, thanks for being here, all you guys. I would say the chat member of the day is up. Akshat. I hope I'm saying it right. Akshat or Akshat. Lemon Breaker Joseph. Yes, sir. See y'all. Peace to all the good people. That includes Tar Baby Yoda, the Zealot's Den. Who else was up in here? Daniel was here from the Burning Bush. Daniel's not a moderator? Huh. We'll have to change that. Daniel is good people. Yeah. Yes, sir. Shout out to all the good people. The Body Beatdown was here earlier. Jacob, especially for rating the stream. All the good folk. I'm going to take my glasses off, put my contacts in, throw on some sunglasses. I'm supposed to upload a video later. You'll see it. It's of the practice sword I showed off earlier. Lemon Breaker Joseph, you're just now tuning in. I made a review of this. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'll keep the tank top on because it's a little bit windy. Not windy, but it's a little bit, it's not hot today. It's like 60 degrees. But when that wind builds up on the bike, you will be cold. So this will stay on. Normally I take my shirt off when I ride my bicycle, but we're not quite there at summertime just yet. We're getting close, but not quite yet. Hit me up in the comment section, op, so I can check your stuff out. Make sure I'm subscribed to you. All right. It's Greggatron. Thanks for being here. We're signing off. And peace. This button. X. Am I sure I want to stop this?